So if you've ever found yourself wondering, like, what should I post on social media? It's a real problem. Do you guys have that problem? Are you like, this is so hard to figure out what the heck I'm going to talk about today on my social media. I don't have a clue. I don't know what people want to hear. Does anybody have that problem? Do you have like, I can't come up with a good idea issues like me? If you do, let me know in the comment section. Hi, Lisa. How are you? So I totally get it. I'm the exact same way. And you have to figure out what's going to keep your followers engaged, what's going to keep them educated, what's going to keep them entertained, what's going to keep them coming back for more. Because if you don't, you will find that they are unfollowing you and following somebody that does meet their needs and does educate and entertain them. And we don't want to lose followers. We work so hard to get them. The last thing we want to do is lose them, right? Yes, Barbara. Yes, Faye. So if you need a bit of inspiration, if you're like, I need a new idea, okay, I have got for you guys, Dolly, Patty, yes, right? If you need some inspiration, I've got 20 social media post ideas that will increase your followers and your engagement. Thank you, Barbara, for sharing. Share shout out. And I love the hearts. Thanks for whoever sent in the hearts. They're my favorites. And as you guys, as we go along, again, you can drop in the comment section if you've tried these ideas or if you like this idea, let me know. So I just want to kind of see what you guys think about them. So the number one, and this is number one for a reason, okay? It's my most favorite thing to do on social media, and that is offer valuable information. These are just posts that help your followers with their problems and can literally be on anything. So this is a perfect example of that. I am providing you guys with 20 social media post ideas for people that can't come up with social media post ideas, okay? It's a perfect example of that. It's the number one way to connect with your followers, to get them to share your content and to get them to show up, okay? It's to solve their problems and help them with something, okay? So you can literally tell them about anything. All you need to do is identify a problem they face. And it's even better when like you have a problem and you're like, man, this is a real problem. And then you come up with a solution to whatever that problem is. And then you share it with other people. Like, it's perfection. Who doesn't love that? Hi, Janet. Hi, Valerie. Thanks, guys, for joining me. So the number two thing that you can do is you can ask a question. Seriously, doesn't get any simpler than this. Just ask a question to find out your followers' opinions or find out what they're looking for. We love to share about our opinions and our problems, and you want to try to make it relevant to your brand, the question relevant to your brand, and short and easy to answer. So if you're in beauty, you might post, what is your biggest makeup problem? And guess what? Not only is this a fantastic post, but it also relates to number one because it gives you the question that your followers need to know the answer to. It's actually brilliant. These two are my favorites. Thank you, Dolly, for sharing. Thank you, Nikki, for sharing. You guys are so sweet. And thank you guys for the hearts. I love those too. So the number three thing is share a success story. Have you been able to accomplish something with your product, service, or opportunity? Then share your success story with it. Everyone loves a good success story. We really love to see the rags from riches, the overcoming the obstacles. It just makes us feel good. All of us, everybody feels good when you hear a story like that. So if you can provide that for your followers, make sure that you do. Number four, you can give them a behind the scenes look, a sneak peek at your life. You should think about this as kind of like your own reality TV show. So if you do something super interesting in the morning, let's say you're in beauty and you have a quick and easy beauty routine, or you want to show people what the first thing is that you do when you wake up in the morning as a part of your video routine, or if you're in health and fitness, maybe you're going to share with people how you get motivated to go work out, or how you stay motivated to cut calories. Maybe it's something as simple as I'm drinking my second bottle of water of the day, you know, so I can feel more full. Whatever makes sense for you, but just little snippets of your life, you can share them with your followers. So behind the scenes type deal. Or if you're a beauty blogger, maybe you show them what your beauty blogger setup is. And I've done that for you guys before. You guys have, if you haven't already seen, you can head over to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/my name. And there is a behind the scenes video there that shows you guys what my whole setup looks like from the outside. So thanks. Hey guys, thanks for joining me. So behind the scenes, it's great. Number 5, a top 10 list. I love this. I love a good top 10 list. Like, yes. So you want to think of this as also relating to your brand, whatever makes sense for it. So maybe it's the top 10 makeup items that you should keep in your purse, or the top 10 ways to cut your calorie intake. It should make sense for your brand, and it just has to be a top 10 list. It can literally be about anything, but these are fun, and you can even incorporate it into a graphic. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about what that looks like later on inside the feed. So number 6, you can create a challenge. A challenge can be anything, and everybody loves a challenge. Plus, it's fun just to see what happens when you actually complete a challenge. I call it doing a science experiment on myself, where I get to be my own guinea pig. So make sure to, and then this actually is a twofer. This gives you 2 post ideas, because you're going to post about the challenge. And then like if it's a 7-day challenge or something like that, you're going to post 7 days later another post that asks your followers to comment and share their results with you. Okay. Which gives you, which like calls for your followers to give comments, which is going to help that post in the algorithm feed. So super duper great example there. So some examples of a challenge, a 7-day water challenge if you're in weight loss, that ask your followers to drink 8 glasses of water a day for 1 week and then report the results. Or if you're in beauty, because I know I've got a lot of beauty people. Thank you, Carol, for sharing. Share shout out. I know I've got a lot of beauty people on here. Maybe a bold lip challenge, okay? Where you challenge your followers to try a bold new lipstick that they might never have tried before, and they try it, they wear it for 7 days, and they report their results. You know, did people treat them differently? Did anybody say anything? What did they think about it? It's only for 7 days. It's only on your lips, and this can really be fun. And you can even have your followers take pictures on Instagram, have them tag you in their social media post, all about fun and free advertisement for you and your brand. Number 7 thing you can do is contests or giveaways. These are great to reach new followers and have your followers, your current followers, share, tag, and like for a chance to win. Look, don't be afraid to get creative with contests. They can literally be anything that you dream up. And this was a brilliant idea that I haven't tried, but I found online and I was like, genius. Love it. Okay, so it is, you can ask your fans to get creative with your product. So take pictures. And the first thing that like popped into my head was like, how could your followers make your product like an elf on the shelf? Or something, because we're going into the holidays. Or how could your followers dress up your product for Halloween? Okay, anything like that. Like, how cool would that be? Then you have them post it on social media. Okay, have them tag your brand, your Facebook page, your Instagram channel, your whatever, for a chance to win. And then maybe you pick like the top 5 and then turn another post into your followers getting to vote for which person they thought come up with the most creative idea. Okay, so love it, love it, love that idea. And the next one was for your followers to come up with the best alternative uses for your product. Like maybe it's a lipstick. Okay, so they can't use it on their lips. They have to figure out another alternative way to use your lipstick. And then they share with their friends and family, tag you in it, and your brand gets exposure. And then you can also then use that as another post. Take your best alternative uses and post those on your Facebook page or on your Instagram stories, anywhere. So not only are you having a little fun and interacting with your followers, but then your followers are going to share stuff about you, and then you can share stuff about your followers. It's a win-win for everybody. So I love those 2 creative examples. And if you guys do use the elf on the shelf or the Halloween idea, I want you to message me your pictures or some of your best pictures, because I gotta see these, and I'll share them as an example on my page of how you can run a contest like this. So if you do that, make sure you message my page, because I just thought it was brilliant. It's the first thing that popped in my head too. So the number 8 idea is share your customer success stories. Do you have a customer that loves your product or service? If so, ask them to provide a success story for you, meaning written words that you can then share with other people, or have them on a live feed, live interview them. Okay. Now, before you live interview them, make sure you go a little step further and like prep them on some things and talk with them a little bit about how the conversation's gonna go and what you exactly want them to share. Make sure that they're not like crossing any company guidelines. Like I know a lot of companies, specifically if you're in health and fitness, they have certain rules about making claims about the product that is not like specifically on the bottle. So you wanna make sure you fall within those guidelines, and that your customer may not know that, but they follow within those guidelines as well. So this is a great example of real social proof that your product works from somebody other than yourself. Like, we love to hear what other people think about products. I'm like the most avid reader of customer reviews ever. I will like read them all. It's funny because if you go anywhere with me on vacation, I have a list of about 100 things that I want to get done, and I have Googled and looked at every single thing that any human being has ever said about the place that I'm fixing to go. Like I have all the notes, I wrote down everything. Little OCD, but it's a good time. You never have to worry about planning stuff if you travel with me. We're going to all the fun spots. So I love the reviews. A lot of people love the reviews. And when you can do that for your brand, your company, your product, your service, it's going to be a huge boost for you. Number 9, and this is kind of what I was talking about with the top 10 list, is create an explainer image. Explainer images are super popular and really, really shared. It's an image that explains something. Okay. It has a few words on it. It might be a how-to. So some examples of this are where to put eyeshadow. Like, where do you put it? Okay. If you're trying to get a smoky eye look, what do you put where? Okay. And you can do all of that inside an image, which is without words. People love looking at images. We look at images for how-to stuff way more than we actually read the words on how to do stuff. If you don't believe me, try to assemble IKEA furniture. Look at those pictures, don't you? I just use a hammer and a nail. I'm like, forget the screws. I got this. I can make it on my own. The IKEA furniture, you guys, really, if you ever tried to build any of that stuff, or like Walmart furniture or anything like that, it's like, let me know. Do you have that issue too? So another example would be basic stretches to do before running. Like, show me what they are in an image, all in one image. Give me 5 stretches. Show me what they are. Okay. So explainer images are amazing. And you can also do that for your top 10 list. You can put your top 10 list in a image if you want to as well. Super shareable. People love to share those type of things. Number 10, image galleries. An image gallery is where you show different ways to do the exact same thing through a different set of pictures. So some examples of this might be date night makeup looks. Okay. Like, here's 5 different date night makeup looks. Okay. But they're all date night makeup looks. There's just 5 different ones. Or maybe if you're in jewelry, I know I got a lot of jewelry people in here. You guys are always like, nobody gives examples for my company. I got you. Okay. Stacy says her husband, built the IKEA shelf backwards. That would be perfect for a lifestyle photo. And I'm going to be talking about that in a minute, just because it's humorous, and humor works online very, very well. So hold that thought, Stacey, because I'm going to circle back around to it, girl. Okay, so another one can be for my jewelry people. Maybe you're going to show how one necklace can dress up 5 different outfits, or go with 5 different, totally different styles. Okay, so you can use 5 different images of the necklace with, like t-shirt and jeans, or with a dress, or whatever. So it's an image gallery that's focusing on one thing, but using it in many different ways. Hope you guys understand that. So another 11, celebrate holidays. Okay. Big holidays, Small holidays, odd holidays, weird holidays, holidays that relate to your brand, product, or service. Okay? And you want to make sure they're always relevant and you can celebrate them if they're fun. So, some examples. If you work in beauty, National Lipstick Day is a good one. You should be celebrating National Lipstick Day every single year if you're in beauty. Or maybe if you're in health and fitness, National Hiking Day. Perfect day, National Hiking Day. It fits along with your brand. Now, if you're looking for the website that I find all my fun, interesting, it's like a complete, total banging website for holidays. It sorts by the month. It tells you what the month is, what the day is, what the year. I mean, it's like everything. Make sure you head over to my blog, carlalytle.com, and click on the 20 social media post ideas, and it is down on number 11. There is a link embedded in there. You can click on it. It'll take you right over to that website that I use. Okay, it's not fancy, but it is one of the best websites for coming up with holidays. And it's got a little sidebar on the left. You'll see you can click and look at different things. It's pretty amazing, if I do say so myself. It's giving me a lot of good ideas on holidays. And holidays are great because if you're not planning out your social media content like a week or 7 days or preferably a month in advance, if you're doing it a month in advance and you can with these ideas, you can literally like plug them onto a calendar, onto a Google Calendar, onto a physical calendar, onto whatever. You can just at the beginning of the month, look at all the days that you want to do and just go ahead and fill them in. You might find 5 days worth of holidays that you can celebrate. That's 5 social media posts that are going to be super easy for you to just plop in on those days, okay? And we love those crazy holidays, right? We all love them. I've seen, by the way, if you don't believe people love the social media holidays, go check your Facebook feed because it's National Love Your What Day. Type it in the comments section. I've only seen about 500 memes, 500 posts about today's day with pictures. Okay. And again, these are posts that go up that have comments underneath them that are in way over 10. Some 120. Okay. All off just posting over a day. Who knows what the day is? Type that in the comments section. Thank you, Tamara, for sharing. Share shout out. Okay. So number 12, this is another big one. Inspirational and motivational quotes. Barbara, that is right. Kim, that is right. It is National Dog Day, or National Love Your Dog Day, or something like that. I don't know. It's all over Facebook and Twitter. Yes, Leslie Dog. So inspirational, motivational quotes. Quotes are some of the most popular posts on social media right now. We love a good quote, right? So you want to try to pick ones that make sense for your brand and make sure to include an image. Okay. So if your brand is about makeup, then find stuff that surrounds makeup. So there's a ton of Marilyn Monroe quotes. There's some good Sex and the City quotes that are around beauty. Coco Chanel's got some. So tons of quotes, and it's literally as easy as Google. Makeup quotes, inspirational makeup quotes, beauty quotes. Okay, all of that kind of stuff. Just plug it in. All right, it'll go. Number 13, interviews. Oh, I love this. This is a good one because you don't have to do anything other than be Oprah for the day. Like, hey, I'm here with, and they're going to talk about whatever their specialty is. And then you can chill, okay? Love interviews. Whether it's a customer or an expert in the field, interviews are a great way to have an engaging discussion. And you'll also find that when you partner with somebody else for an interview, that not only do you share it, but most of the time they'll share your replay, or they'll share that you're going to be interviewing them on their stuff as well, which helps you get more followers. Now, this can be literally, like, let's just say you're in beauty and you want to interview your hairstylist, interview your beautician, okay? More than likely, she's got an Instagram channel, Facebook, something. She has something with fans, or a personal Facebook page where she might want to share the interview. Interview her about hair care tips, or interview somebody when you have, what are they called? Cosmetologists. Interview somebody like that. Go to the cosmetology school. Interview some of their students. More than likely, if they're millennials, they got all kinds of crazy accounts, okay? So just interview somebody in the field. If you're in health and fitness, interview a Zumba teacher, interview an avid hiker, go to your local wildlife parks and recreation place and interview one of those people. There's so many things you can do with an interview, and they're fantastic. It's fabulous, okay? And I am actually going to be using this. I'm starting another brand that I'm really excited about. It has nothing to do with this. You guys, I don't know. Some of you may be excited. Some of you won't. Once it gets launched, I'll let you know. But when it's going to be around my animals, because I love cats. And one of the ideas that I had was I'm going to interview my vet. Like, I'm going to ask her, like, what do people need to know? Because she knows way more information than I do. So you can literally interview anybody that it makes sense and goes with your brand. Great idea. Okay. So number 14, a life hack or a quick tip. We love a good life hack, don't we? There's some of you out there that have crazy ways to use toilet paper rolls. I know you do. I've seen the post. Me personally, I like to use them for cat toys. Any kind of quick tip or life hack where you can make somebody's eye easier. Most noticeably in beauty, the big thing is you put the tape by your eye when you do the winged mascara. I'm not a beauty guru, so I might mess this all up. Don't hate on me, beauty gurus. Y'all know more than me. So you put a piece of tape and then you do the eyeliner and you rip it off. It's like a complete line. Okay, that's a beauty hack, okay? Or a quick tip. Everybody loves a way to make your life easier, and you can help them do that. And guess what? If your tip is epic, if it's like, wow, this is amazing, like I'm going to give you guys a perfect example of what this was. Somebody saw on Pinterest or somewhere, it was this woman, that if you put a magic clean eraser in your pool filter, your above ground pool filter overnight, that it would get all the algae out of the pool and it would end up on this magic clean eraser. So this grandma somewhere, I don't know if you guys have seen this or not, it came up all over my Google. This grandma somewhere did it, tried it, posted it on social media, and people just started going crazy about it again. Like they had forgot that it was on Pinterest. It had been on Pinterest for a while, apparently. But once this woman posted about it, it started going insane. Okay, people were like, oh my gosh, tried it on my pool. They were posting pictures. They were sharing the image. And all it was is taking a magic clean eraser and throwing it in your pool filter. That was it. That was her life hack. And she took a picture of before and after. They even came out and interviewed this woman on her local news channel. Okay, because of how the post blew up. So life hacks and quick tips, especially if they get the results inside your brand category, they're going to be fantastic and shared. This is another one I love. Share nostalgic memories. Okay, so do you remember when type posts are hugely popular on social media, and if you're creative, you can tap into this to build your following. Okay, so some examples are, do you remember when, and share some old makeup tips, like when women pinched their cheeks for blush back in the Depression, or when they used one product for blush and lipstick. Or my favorite, if you're in health and fitness, you can have such a good time with this, because some of the old gym equipment is hilarious. Okay, so do you remember when women thought they could jiggle off their fat and post a picture of the 1950s fat jiggler, which if you guys haven't seen what this is after this live feed, go Google 1950s fat jiggling machine. It's hilarious, but people really thought that would help them lose weight back in the day. Number 16, thank you, Janet, for sharing. Share, shout out. Number 16, polls. Polls are a great way to find out all kinds of things about your followers. You want to know what their interests are? Just put up a poll and give them options. They're going to fill it out. Okay, so if you're like, I don't know what my following wants, give them 4 options, give them 5 options, and throw a poll out there. What video would you like to see next from me? Boop, 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 and throw it out there. Polls are great. Number 17, you can promote a live stream. I do this every Monday. I put up an image and let you guys know that I'm going to be going live, so you can share it with people that might not be following, or to remind your current following that you're going to be live. Barbara says her grandma had one of those in her basement and she tried it and it doesn't work. No, but that machine, if it's in working condition, is probably worth money, Barbara, if she still has it, because people like to collect those things. It's just 1950s. I mean, it's fantastic. I would love to just have one just to show people how ridiculous it was. But I mean, if you could get on it and make it work, like extra fantastic. I've never been on one, but I feel like it would be fun just to try. Okay, number 18, share others' posts. There is no need to reinvent the wheel. If you've seen a post that you think your followers could get value from, make sure you share it with them. I do this all the time on Instagram. I love a good quote. I don't want to create the images or do anything with it. I'm scrolling through my Instagram feed. I'm subscribed to lots of people that do quotes on Instagram, and I will share those quotes to my Instagram stories, okay? Because I love them, especially if it's a really good quote or something that I think is awesome. So don't be afraid to share other people's content, okay? It helps you. People sometimes think that, well, I have to be the expert. No, you can be the person who knows who the experts are and shares the most relevant information. Okay, so you don't have to be the expert. You can be the person who's fielding everything because your customers might not have time. They might not have time to, spend hours on beauty blogs, but it's what you do. So you see a good article, you're already reading it anyways. Why not share it with people? Okay. Number 19, ask true or false questions. These are a lot of fun and can give you a good idea of how much your fans really know about a certain area, okay? So make sure that you tell them not to cheat, as in no Googling allowed. But I'll tell you guys a great example of this is a local radio station always does these like true or false things on the radio, and you have like a certain amount of time to answer them. If you get enough right, then you win a prize or something like that. So you want to think kind of along the lines of that, but make sure you tell them no Googling allowed. Number 20 is a lifestyle post. And this is what I was talking about earlier about the IKEA furniture backwards, which I think is genius. Don't be afraid to share the fun and funny things of your life with your followers. Did you go on a fun vacation? Did you just buy a new car? Do you have a new baby on the way? Did your husband just build the IKEA furniture backwards? All of that. Fantastic things to share with your followers. You want to make sure that your followers are getting pieces of your life, okay? They don't need the entire story. You don't need to be filming 24/7. You don't want to post everything. But when something good or funny comes up in your life, don't be afraid to share it. So there it is, guys. The 20 social media post ideas that will increase your followers and your engagements. When using these different types of posts, this makes it super easy to follow the 80-20% rule on social media, which is 1 out of 5 posts can be a post recommending your product or service, but the other 4 should be educational, entertaining, or fun. But they should also fit naturally in your brand. So with these 20 ideas, it'll help you mix it up enough within a month that you're not going over the 80-20 rule barrier. So I hope you guys got a few new ideas. If you want to drop your favorite idea in the comment section, I would love to hear like what you guys are the most excited about, or what your big takeaway was, or if you guys don't have, if you guys have one that I didn't mention that you think is totally awesome, then please drop that in the comment section too, because I'd love to hear. I always love new ideas, and who knows, I might feature you on one of my social media posts. If you were waiting till the end to see, is this crazy little blonde-headed girl going to provide me with any valuable information? And I did, then make sure you share the love with somebody else that can help on social media. Again, if you guys want a replay of this video, make sure you go over to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Carla Lytle, and make sure you hit the bell and subscribe to my channel, because every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.